Welcome to the shop. Hope you're having a great day. Alright, it's time to get the hamons on these, get them all dipped and all that. If you go back and watch the playlist where I'll put up here, Knife Making 101, you'll see how I got them up to this point. Handles and all, these are removable scales. Now we just gotta go etch them, bring out the hamons and all that good stuff. But first I'll put my website up here in the cards, and it's the first one down, the link, Amazon links, all that good stuff. Alright, let me get these apart and we'll get right over to the ferric chloride. So here's my ferric. I thought I used apple cider vinegar, but I actually used this all-purpose cleaning vinegar from like Home Depot or whatever. So I use that on top of, it's like 50% water, 50% ferric. But actually I just poured more ferric in here, so it's probably a little bit more ferric than water. And then I just top it off with vinegar. And then as it goes down or whatever, I just top it off with a little bit more ferric and then a little bit of vinegar, but just a little bit of vinegar. Makes it real black. And I got titanium welding rods. If you watch the heat treat videos and all that, I'll put the playlist for heat treating up here. These are what I use when I put the clay on and dry them out. But, so we're just going to dip it. And then what I like to do is take some steel wool, 00 steel wool, and then just wipe it, make sure it's evenly wiping down. That way you know the ferric's getting in. I cleaned it off with alcohol first, but there might be a few spots that it misses. And that's the thing with hamons. I always see these guys on Instagram and stuff that do these like fire designs or whatever with hamons. I think they're heat treating their knives, shining them, and then etching in designs, because I've never seen anyone honestly put on a hamon and it's not just curved lines. Like go look at Niels Vandenberg, Black Dragon Forge. He just did a bunch of stuff on hamon and it comes out curved. And I messaged him, man, it's like, and I told him exactly what I just said here. I think all those guys that make all those awesome designs are doing something a little fishy. You know, they're heat treating and all that, but I think they're etching more than they're doing hamons. I could be wrong, but I've never seen anything come out other than curvy lines. See? Curve. Bloop, bloop, bloop. There's no fire designs. In fact, I made them really long clay lines and it's nowhere near that. Alright, let's let this soak for about 5 minutes. Then I'm gonna go put it in baking soda and I'll meet you at the stone washer. Alright, so I like to pour a little bit of Windex in mine. I'm gonna have to say this before I turn it on. But while I'm waiting for one, I put it in like PB Blaster, which is penetrating oil. And then I do the other one, then they're both soaking in penetrating oil. So let's turn this on. I'm gonna add just a little bit of Windex and some water, and then we'll let it go. Alright, I cleaned this one off already. Now waited for this one. What I do is I take like Goo Gone or something like that. Acetone will work, but Goo Gone just seems to work just, the best for this. Just clean it off, and boom, you can see that stone wash come out. Well, let's see. And then you can see the hamon kind of in there, and that's where we're gonna go hit it on the buffer and bring it on out. Haha, yeah, man. But look at all that crap that was on there, all that, man, I can't think tonight. Take 4 or 5 days off. I mean, I was sick for the last 4 days. Well, I don't know if it was sick or if I overstrained myself or what, but my whole back was locked up and my stomach was all messed up, so. Whew, man. All the oxides, that's what the word is. Get all those oxides off. Then I'll let it sit. PB Blaster, you know, I let it, everything sit in PB Blaster. There should be Amazon links to this stuff down there. But boom, there we go. Now let's just get it over to the buffer. So here we go, boom. I usually take some flints and put it, you can kind of see where the hamon is. So I'll put it where the hamon is and then just buff it out. Guess it would help if I plugged it in, huh? See, we got it there, but you can't see it sometimes. You know, WD-40, some PB Blaster, something, just to make it shine a little bit. It'll make the differences between where the hamon is and where that line is. But see when you put oil on it, the difference, like right here, you can see there's the line right there. Now how you want to bring the mirror up to that line is your choice. You know, at least if you do it this way, you know, a lot of guys will hand sand it down, put lemon juice on it, or whatever, and make it look like every other knife. I've never seen anyone do it this way, so I keep doing it this way. So now I'll put penetrating oil on it and let it sit overnight. And then tomorrow we'll either do Kydex or logos or something. We'll see. Alright, so I figure I gotta get down to the bench. Probably won't see my face after this, but I'm gonna do logos. I got to what? I think we're at 7-8 minutes, and yeah, Kydex is a whole video for itself and all that. So yeah, we'll just put logos in here. I would do sharpening, but sharpening comes after Kydex or you're gonna cut yourself. I got my stencils from Blue Lightning Custom Stencil. And that's also, if you go on his website, that's where I got my mix for my solution. It's a few things, it's not just salt and water. I think the guy's name is Ernie. So first thing we wanna do, get our blue tape out here, tape the bottom, make this easy on ourselves. I'm going to do the hardest knife because the other ones I can take the handles off. So what I'll do, I got a light right here, so I'm going to try not to put you guys in the light. But I like to hold my stencil up so I can see. You probably can't see that, but that way you can kind of see where it's going to go. Like I want it right above where this swoop comes up. So hold it up to the light. And that way we know we're under here too. So, boom. I just want to make sure that I'm not over my line, my grind line, like here. I'm not over the grind line, but I'm below the top line. Alright, as long as you don't slip over here, you should be alright. I really don't like it here because I don't like having the handle on there, but you don't need much of this. But you do need a clean paper towel to blot off because you don't want it soaking. I clean the blade off with rubbing alcohol first. Because like I always soak my blades overnight in penetrating oil, as you just saw. But you don't want anything like that. So we hook the negative up. Have a paper towel here. Turn it on. We'll do DC first. Getting a little excited there. Dip it, blot it. Let it breathe. I should have got this set up first. Trying to check it. Yeah, it looks nice and even. So let's go to AC. Alright, got my Windex here. Clean paper towel, take this off. Little penetrating oil. As I step out of all the cameras. I got some penetrating oil, so we'll let that sit. On to the next. Now I'm just gonna do the same thing. Go put it in the light and all that. This time it's easier though. So what you want to do, if you have your removable scales, of course the pivots are on the wrong side. Jeez. Man, I can't catch a break. Good Lord. Oh, let's clean this off with alcohol. Almost forgot that part. Hey, I got this camera, so maybe I'm not stepping out. Clean it off. Oh, we got plenty of room here. So as long as I stay up, yeah. Alright, so as long as I stay in front, once again, removable scales, it's the way to go. It doesn't really matter where you put the negative, but I usually put it on the tip. Let's go back to DC. You only want to put it on for like 5 or 6 seconds. That one came out real dark. There we go. I think that's it. Because it eased just a little bit away, so. And this is only like 12 volts, so don't worry, you know. My hand's touching here and here, so. If it does zap you, it's just a little tingle, like putting your tongue on a 9-volt battery. I think I use that joke every time I etch. Now, I'm not telling you to wire something up and shock yourself and say, oh, Dave said it's okay. Alright, well, unfortunately, this one got messed up here. Let me show you. You can see it's like all splotchy here. And there's a couple letters missing. The A and the D are all messed up. And it's, you know, down here. I'm trying to look in the camera and do this. Down here, it's all splotchy. I rushed it. It was my last one. I should have taken time and done it right. So what I'm going to have to do is go kiss it on the grinder, do the flats, you know, just enough to get everything off. And either try to leave some of the logo there, because it's in there, it's just not even. So bring just enough off, but then I'll have to take off enough on this side too, and the bevels. It's either that or take it completely off. One or the other. You don't want to half-ass and then try to redo it over what's there. That's one thing I always forget. Clean off your stencil each time. It might even have some of that saltwater stuff under the logo, and then when I pressed it in, it just smushed it out. So make sure to like, leave some comments. Let me know what you do for etchings, or let people know where you got your stencils, or if you do them by yourself. I looked into it, but that's just, I don't have the patience to do my own stencils and all that. This one came out real nice though. If we could see it. Boom, boom. So I'm happy with 2 out of 3. Alright, so next is Kydex. Make sure to subscribe, hit the bell, all that good stuff. My website's the first in the description and it's up in the cards. I got shirts on there, I got knives on there, Amazon links, which are also in the description. I'll make sure to put the rest of the Knife Making 101 right here. I'll put the knife vlogs here. Subscribe is right here. And my website's right here. Hope y'all having a great day. And as always, take it easy.